It's Week 11 of the 2022 season. And up next, we'll see Mike Williams. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Chargers and the Chiefs. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are just a couple months. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his sixth season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes. Right to the air is Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes, complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
And I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
Los Angeles taking the field, led by Justin Herbert, 3rd-year man out of Oregon, whose career is off to an incredibly productive start. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. (3-0) after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 40. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chargers get set to go. Drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On first down, it's Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. That is caught. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. A touchdown pass there for Derek Carr. From there, we'll take the trip east to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. T.Y. Hilton, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Well, Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Herbert. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert's throw here into the hands of Moore. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Second down, McKinnon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert. Gets this to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The handoff. It's Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Herbert going to throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 70th catch for him on the year. And like so many others, this goes for a first down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete there to Moore. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On the ground, it's Eckler. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Herbert. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Chargers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2.